This is hardcore Minecraft. If I die, I lose this world. And my goal is to transform this bland seed into my dream Minecraft world, filled with big, cozy builds and challenges that I've never attempted before. Welcome. Okay, so where I left off, we've gone ahead and built this house, and I believe that we should remove this. So I was thinking to myself, what could we put here? As a matter of fact, let me first kill this guy. How about we place a nice little hut there? Inside of this part. You know, I actually do really like that. It's different. Is it the best thing? I don't think it's the best thing here, but I don't think it's bad. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm going to create myself a diamond sword. We're looking for cows. We're looking for cows. I just need one more cow. Is that too much to ask? Ah! No vines. Right. Is there a village? I see a village. Yeah, I think I see a village. Every acacia biome has a village. The majority of the time. And this one's got a ruined portal right next to it. So it's got to be, really. So from this one, we're going to need the obsidian. And we're going to have to trap the villagers inside. Yay, we love trapping villagers. Right, get in there. Get in. Get in. Yeah, nice. Right. They're chilling. They are fine. So, we've obviously now got villagers in here. I don't have much food to give them, so we'll do that. The idea now is I need to find a way that we can get them all the way back to my base. The only way I can think is through the nether, and I don't like that idea in the slightest. 1, 2, 3, bosh, bosh, bosh. Sweet. Sweet. We are in. How is it for a spawn? Well, there's Enderman, which is okay. No! No! Why? What? No! Why? This is not a place for you to be, buddy. You're tiny. Look, I hope he despawns so that he doesn't die. I don't know if that's is that like worse than death? Do we reckon despawning's worse? I'm going in the right-ish direction. We are going to have to take a turn or two, but that's fine. This is going to look awful. It's not supposed to look good. It's just supposed to function. So they run out here. They go in here. They go up. Like so, and they should be able to just run up now. What I want to do is we need boats. I don't understand what they're contemplating. Go on, go on. Yes, we got another. We got another. And he's ready to get... No, don't start. No! This is the most inefficient way of doing things. No! Right, come on. The quicker we get there, the faster you'll be in bed. Do you reckon I can lure them with some emeralds? Guys, I've got your favorite... Oh! See? Shit! 1. No. You know what? That is fine. That's fine, I think. No! Oh, what a... Where is it? Nope, don't run. Okay, let's go sleep, because that's sorted now. So we can sleep and then sort out a nice building, which is actually just a villager breeder. So there's a tree that I want to get, spruce. I love spruce. I think it's such a nice wood to work with. So that's exactly what we're going for right now. Hopefully I can find it soon, because I don't want to be roaming for ages. That's snow. There is no way. Oh, spruce. We found it, finally. Oh, I also see cherry. We see cherry. Right, we got 1 cherry sapling. We got 1 spruce sapling. We got 2 spruce sapling. Where I want to put the villagers, I've thought about this extensively, and it could go really well, or it could ruin it. I want to place them in here, going along the walls and up and down. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll look hopefully quite nice, quite interesting. Enchanting table. Nice. For this moment in time, I need to get an enchantment table set up, and then I have to make a decision. We can either build something for the villagers, which I think would be a good one to get sorted, because I don't like the fact they're just under there, or something in the wall. I want to have a nice little area here, which is kind of like a waterfall. I want a waterfall here, a little cave waterfall, and then we're going to build a pathway out down here. So I say we sort that out first rather than going to the build with the villagers. I want efficiency. I'll take a fortune though. Fortune 1. Let me quickly mark out the area that I want to use this little part for. So I actually really like this. The one thing we're missing though is a lot of moss, which is a shame because that's one of the key components to this build. So far, so good in my opinion. I like that. I think that's quite nice. I got to fix up this part of the mountain here, make it blend in. It's just a nice little area with some interesting detail just to spice it up slightly. And then I'm adding moss because it adds those nice bits of green that you just don't get from regular grass. I actually really like that. I think that there is just a bit of texture in the wall. Now, what I want to do, so I'm going to move my focus from this area for a little bit. Full-sized enchantment table. Nice. So, we don't have the levels to use it, but it's fine. Here's the idea. Here's the idea that I've got at the moment now. I kind of want to place a villager breeder somewhere around here. I could probably do it around here. Tell you what, we'll do it here. I'll do it here. Okay, so there was a lot of contemplation as to how I want to approach this build, so I just decided to make a start and see what I could do. So I did simple farms, 2 5x5s right next to each other, just so I get a feel as to how big this build is going to be. I did have to look up a couple designs online just to see exactly how a villager breeder works, but then I decided to just start doing my own thing. So I don't think they're going to start breeding until this is fully grown. So we've gone ahead and built it. It's looking really bad at the moment, but that's fine. Right, they're going to start breeding, and the design's awful. I'm not going to focus on that at the moment, though. It should be functional. I'm just going to finish it off with a bit of jungle. It's not going to look good in the slightest, but it's fine. Okay, so the very first thing that I did was make a lot of changes with jungle. I'm not happy with this design. I don't want to use diorite. It looks ugly. So I changed it all to jungle wood and started refining the shape and getting rid of all the ugly blocks. This included the roof, which I then demolished and raised up another block. I then had to decide what style of house do I want to go for, so I opted for a more sort of broken down old hut. And I thought this could work, however I was still unsure as to how I'd approach it. So I did a lot of trial and error to see if I could come up with something that I did like. Now I came up with this window which I absolutely love, even though it's nothing special. I think it's great. So I did try this upper house, however I thought it looked ugly, so I got rid of it immediately, and then I moved on. I thought, how can we improve this? So I added a deep slate rim to the house, as well as then I started to add these additional extra details, these little blocks which look like just broken down building. I added some rocks to the side of it. It was really starting to come together now as something unique. I also learned you can craft mossy cobblestone. I did not know this. I then decided I want a rock coming out the top of this, as everyone does, so that's exactly what I decided to build. So I built a rock, added moss, gravel, just made it look really unique, made it look different. I wanted this to look like it was a building which has been here for ages, and I wanted it to blend into the environment, so that's what I went for. So I ended up building it. I put the exit out the back to hide it, because I don't want it on the front. I thought it looked really cool with it coming out of the back, and then I just built it very simply. I didn't want to do too much. I added in the water, and there's a bigger area now to hold even more villagers. I did go ahead, and I actually messed up this part. I only realized after the footage, however, a lot of the beds were placed on blocks that the villagers couldn't reach, so I've actually gone ahead and changed that now. But I decided that I wanted this roof to be a bit more messy. I don't want it to be too perfect. So that's exactly what I went for, and ultimately this is the build. I actually really like it. Well, I then decided that we need to do a path. I need to get a pathway done, and I wanted to have it look nice. I wanted my mountain to seem a bit more blended in. I wanted my house to work. We've got a lot done, but it still isn't finished. It's not what I want it to be. So I started off by terraforming slightly. I didn't want to go overboard with this. I expanded and shaped it how I liked, and then I started to add path blocks and slabs to improve it. That is it for today's video. If you've gone ahead and enjoyed, go ahead, hit the like button down below. Do subscribe if you're new, it's greatly appreciated. And let me know what block you want me to put in my shelves. That sounds so suggestive.